In this video, I will teach you the different types of proportion, the direct, the inverse, and the partitive proportion. But before that, let's check what you know about these types of proportion. You have to identify the types of proportion in each given problem. Number 1 problem. Helen can buy 4 guavas at a price of 30 pesos. If she has 165 in her pocket, how many guavas can she buy? I will give you 5 seconds to think. Time starts now. So this problem is direct proportion. Number 2 problem. If 4 people can do a painting job in 6 days, how many people are necessary to do the same job in 3 days? I will give you again 5 seconds to think. Time starts now. This type of problem is inverse proportion. Last problem. How much prize will each winner get if a cash prize of 24,000 will be divided in the ratio 1:2:3? I will give you again 5 seconds to think. Time starts now. This type of problem is partitive proportion. So let's discuss each one of these. So direct proportion, kanina, yun yung example natin sa problem. Helen can buy 4 guavas at a price of 30. If she has 165 in her pocket, how many guavas can she buy? Bakit siya naging direct? Unang-una, for example, 4 guavas daw yung nabibili niya for 30 pesos. And then, dumami yung pera niya, which is 165 pesos. So, ibig sabihin, kung mas madami yung pera niya, mas maraming guavas yung mabibili niya. So, ibig sabihin ng direct proportion, pag tumaas yung isang value din, mag-i-increase. Or, pag nag-decrease naman yung isang value, magdi-decrease din naman yung isang value. So, yun yung direct proportion. And, this is a type of direct proportion problem because the ratio of 2 quantities being compared is constant, and when one quantity increases or decreases, so does the other quantity. So, paano nga ba nilalagay as ratio yung direct proportion? So, ito yung ratio ng direct proportion. X sub 1 is to Y sub 1 is equal to X sub 2 is to Y sub 2. Pero, paano natin siya isosolve? So, dito, kung makikita nyo, we have to find the product of the extremes and equate it to the product of the means. Ano yung extremes at ano yung means? So, itong X sub 1 and Y sub 2, yan yung extremes, yung nasa outer side. And yung nasa inner side ay Y sub 1 and X sub 2. So, we have to find the product of these two values, the extremes and the means, and equate it para malaman mo yung missing value. Another example of direct proportion is if auto insurance costs 6.52 pesos per 100 pesos coverage, what is the cost to insure a car valued at 750,000? Obviously, kung mapapansin mo dito sa problem, every 100 pesos coverage, may 6.52 cost ng insurance dun sa car. So, ibig sabihin, pag mas malaki yung coverage, mas tataas din yung insurance cost. So, yun yung direct proportion. So, number 2, the second type of direct proportion, the proportion rather, is inverse proportion. Dun sa problem natin kanina, if 4 people can do a painting job in 6 days, how many people are necessary to do the same job in 3 days? So for example dito, 4 people daw in 6 days. So obviously, kailangan natin ng madaming tao kung mas mababa yung days na kailangan nating matapos yung job. So, ibig sabihin nung isa, pag tumaas yung isang value, the other value will decrease or vice versa. And tinatawag din itong inverse proportion because the product of two quantities being compared is constant. And when one quantity increases or decreases, the other quantity decreases or increases. So, paano nga ba sinusulat or sinusolve tong proportion na to? So, we have to multiply or find the product of each ratio. So, equate natin yung dalawang product, which is yung x sub 1 multiplied by y sub 1 equals sa x sub 2 multiplied by y sub 2. So, ganyan siya isolve. Next, another example of inverse proportion is a farmer has enough feed for 144 ducks for 14 days. If he sells 32 of his ducks, how long will the feed last? So, binenta niya yung 32 ducks and nabawasan yung farmer ng aalagaan na duck. So, ibig sabihin, yung naglalas na 14 days na pinapakain niyang ducks ay 144, mas haba kasi konti na lang yung pinapakain niya. So, yun lang siya. So, tumaas yung isa, bumaba din naman yung isang value and vice versa. Ganun yung inverse proportion. And last type of proportion is partitive proportion. How much prize will each winner get if a cash prize of 24,000 will be divided in the ratio 1:2:3? Ito yung kaninang example dun sa previous problems natin. Bakit siya ginawang partitive proportion? So, root word ng partitive, part. So, pinarte-parte yung whole quantity which is 24,000 and hinati yun dun sa ratio na tatlo. 1:2:3. Pwede din siyang mas madami pa dito sa tatlo. So, bakit nga ba siya tinawag na partitive proportion? Kasi in this proportion, the quantity is divided into two or more parts based on the given fixed ratio of these parts and equate the sum of the parts to the whole quantity. So, yung ratio na nakita nyo kanina na 1:2:3, we have to find the sum of those parts and equate those parts sa whole quantity. So, yun siya. So, next, another example. Bivar, a book enthusiast, wants to donate his collection of 440 books to 4 libraries into 1:3:3:4. Mapapansin nyo, mas madami siya kaysa kanina. What is the type biggest donation a library could receive? So, kung mapapansin nyo, bakit siya partitive proportion? Kasi itong whole quantity na 440 books, hatiin siya dun sa 4 libraries na ang ratio ay 1:3:3:4. So, partitive proportion. So, I hope may natutunan kayo dun sa types ng proportion. Baka tinatanong nyo, paano namin sasagutan yan? So, asan yung example nung pagsasagot ng problem? So, ngayon, yung solving word problems of different types of proportion, dun sa next video ko gagawin. So, I will post the link in the description box below. So, thank you very much. So, for more videos, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and click the notification button for more updates. Thank you.